So right now I am packing most of my dishware. I'm clearing my cabinets, packing everything out. These are going to the trash can. I have my Tupperware and just things that I need to throw out. I'm going to be giving away this chair. It's a very big chair and it was a bit expensive when I bought it. But I don't know, I haven't found a buyer yet to sell it to, so I think I'm going to have to give it away, honestly. And this rug, the rug looked a lot better when I first bought it, but yeah, here's what it's looking like 2 years later. If there's someone who wants it, I'll give it to them, but I'm not trying to make a profit off of it. I'm also going to be giving away this chair at a giveaway price, like 500 rubles. And also this TV, I'm going to be giving away the TV as well at a probably giveaway price as well, because maybe I'll just make my taxi fare from it. I'm still getting over my flu, so today I am going to clear all the cabinets and put together all my cutlery, my dishware, my pots and pans. I'm going to ask my sister which ones she wants me to send over, and the others, if there's anyone interested, I'll give it away to them. If no one's interested, I'll trash it out. So I have tonight, tomorrow, and the day after to finish my packing. So I'm trying to get all of that done. The cabinetry, I'm trying to get the clearing of the cabinetry in this main space with the kitchen, the living space, and the bathroom. It's not too much. It's just a few things. I already started months ago, so things are very, 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 like, a lot of reduction has taken place. The main work is going to have to be in the bedroom, where I have my chemodan, my suitcases. I have 2 big suitcases, and I have the cupboards. Although I've done lots of decluttering there, so I've thrown a lot of things away in the last few months. But I'm going to have to do the final decluttering. I'm trying to reduce from two suitcases to 1. So I am packing in preparation for leaving the country in the next few months. So that's the update. Ooh. So we have the board. Guys are taking the TV. I've cleared all the cabinetry. I'm thinking of sending these appliances we pushed out as here. These might go into my box with me as I'm packing. The chair is gone. The rug is gone. I'm going to need to tackle my bedroom next, but most of the things have been thrown away anyways. Empty. So please help me take this downstairs to the trash here. And come and see. Here is the air fryer. Here are a blender and some pans. and some dishes. I need your assistance sending them through the poster. Yeah, and final trash. This big bag of trash. Yeah. So it's the last day of me being in this apartment. My landlady's son and I believe his wife, they came to do the final checks and they billed me. Had to pay. Firstly for the cleaning. They said they need to get someone to come and do the final cleaning of the apartment. It's understandable because I didn't stay here for a month and it does need cleaning, especially before a new tenant comes in. And there was some damage to the wardrobe. Let me show you. So you can see I have this big box and I had that big box as well. And while I was staying here, I wanted to, have them stand next to each other here. It was a bad decision. I didn't realize that this was so weak. So it fell and broke. So they had to, contact a carpenter to come fix it. And they looked around. Look, they took up all my window. Why did they leave everything down? I'm still sleeping here tonight, guys. I'm still sleeping here tonight. My neighbors have never seen me like this. I feel so naked. Anyways, now I slightly regret selling off most of my belongings at such a cheap price because most of them were hand-me-downs. But it's fine, it's okay. I've settled them. I'm not one to owe my hosts, or in this case my landlady, because I do want to own my own properties in the future and I wouldn't like to have bad tenants. So I'm doing good to others to attract good to myself. Anyways, I need to pack up this one, right, and do my final packing around the house. Yeah, please help me throw out my trash, Mr. Blessing. Let's go to. This is why you're putting me on a video for throwing out your trash. Look at you. Please help me. You came to help, didn't you? And you came to collect some things. Thank you. So it's just me now. My friend Blessing and his friend Sergey, they've gone with the stuff, and it's just me with my one box and my duffel bag. There's even an echo in the house. I still need to unpack the box and pack it again because I have my documents that I need to put inside it. Last thing to pack are the documents. Then tomorrow morning as I leave, I'm going to take my remaining blankets and pillowcases. I'm going to pack them and leave them in the trash collection area as I move to the train station in the morning. It feels really crazy to be leaving this apartment. I lived here for 2 years. It feels weird to be saying bye. And this is one of the best apartments in this city, like for real. Because most of the apartments here, the ones that are up for rent, this is the bathroom. Most of the apartments here, the ones for rent, are in old buildings, and although of course some are nicely renovated, the ones that are mostly available for foreigners to rent are usually in poor condition. So when I saw this apartment, it's really called out to me, and I really wanted it. Ooh, don't look at my wall. I hope wall. I've taken down most of the things I had posted up on the wall. I remember when I saw this place on the website on where it was listed. When I saw it listed, I sent a message to the agent, and I told her that I want the apartment, I want to take it. And the agent was communicating on behalf of the householder. Let's call her the landlady, okay? That's how I called them in my country. So the landlady was like, it doesn't make sense. She's a student, she's a single student, and she wants a 2-bedroom apartment. Although in my country, this is considered as a 1-bedroom apartment because there's only 1 bedroom and everywhere else is the general living space. But in Russia, it's considered a 2-bedroom apartment because usually the couch is usually a divan, a convertible that is sleepable. So they actually consider this a 2-bedroom apartment. So she was like, what does a single female student need this kind of apartment for? Like, no, I'm not interested. And I remember at that point in time, I thought to myself to give up. But I had a conversation with my boyfriend before. And I remember at that time he told me, if I want something, to press for the things I want instead of just giving up too fast. Because I'm the kind of person, when things get stressful, when I am pushing for something and it gets stressful, I'm the kind of person to take a step back and just, if it's not that big of a deal to me, I'll just leave it and I'll move on to the next thing. But that time was encouraging me to, push for the things you want, stand your ground, So in that moment, I was like, if I don't speak up, push for it, I might regret it. So I took my time to explain to them that no, that actually you claim that this place is far from my school, 14 minutes by taxi to my school. The place that I'm living right now is exactly 13 minutes from my school as well, and I go by taxi most of the time. I can send you my taxi my taxi travel history, and I can send you my registration for my current apartment here, and I can send you my current landlord's details for you to confirm all these things, that this is not a new lifestyle for me and that I can afford the rent you're asking for. So, and in my country, this is not a 2-bedroom apartment, this is a 1-bedroom apartment. So all the things you're complaining about, they do not hold for me, right? So that was the first time, really and truly, because when it comes to dealing with Russians and their system, I just take, if they say no, I take the no as law. And that really shouldn't be the case. It's mostly because I don't want to have to deal with the explaining myself too much, especially because of the language barrier. I can't speak Russian, but I am not that confident. But there are instances where I do speak up for myself. I don't really care about my broken Russian. I speak it the way it is and I get my point across. Anyways, in this case, I wasn't actually speaking. I was texting, so it was easy, right? I was using the translator app. So I stood my ground. I spoke up, and then we were like, okay, sure. And when that happened, I was just so happy. I was so happy because I took my boyfriend's advice and I stood my ground, and we were like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, it worked. It actually worked. That time I was thinking, what other things have I missed out on by not really speaking up here in this country? So I came and I saw the place and it was perfect. I went inside the clip of the apartment here. When I was looking around, when I finally got the keys and stuff, I saw it. I was like, oh my god, like this is what I've been looking for in this country. I remember the year before, I had I think that same year, just months before, I had traveled to a different city and I had seen one of my friend's apartment that was staying in one of the most luxurious neighborhoods in the city, and the apartment was just to die for. It was gorgeous. So when I saw this place and it looked so similar to the apartments I had seen in another city, I was like, apartments like this are here in Belgorod? This is crazy. I was so excited. And despite the fact that my the agent was asking for 50% of the rent, I couldn't let this place go. I paid that money, although I give the money in tears. I give the money with a few tears coming up my eye. I handed the money over. I was just so happy when I signed the contract and everything. But guess what? So I don't even know how to explain it, but my boyfriend was the first one to really enjoy the apartment before me anyways. So as I was moving out to my previous place, he stayed here for a few weeks, I think. A few weeks, not a few days, like a few weeks. He stayed here and he made it his man cave or something. He was just zen in this space, like, you know, that new house energy. He enjoyed it before me, this man. Oh goodness. So I have such good memories in this house. I experienced many good things happened to me in this apartment, and it really served me well. It's due to the current situation, and also because it is time for me to move on to the next stage of my life anyways. So I'm just taking the changes in stride. Just taking it in stride. It's just life, and I've been ready to leave this place. I've been ready to move on to the next stage of my life, because by God's grace, I do plan to leave Russia for a different country soon. So I think this is just one of those things that come with that process. I need to, you need to let go of what you're holding to hold something new, right? So that's just how it feels. Anyways, I think this is the longest I've ever spoken on camera since my Kazan trip vlog, that very long vlog. So excuse my not looking my best. Well, when don't I ever look my best? So I usually look like this when I record vlogs anyways. Oh my gosh. Anyways, if you enjoyed this vlog, leave a comment down below. If you have some good thoughts you'd like to share, pleasant thoughts you'd like to share, I'd love to hear from you down in the comment section. It's just me and my big box and my duffel bag on a 20-hour train to a different city. In the meantime, changes are scary but exciting at the same time, and I'm just so happy and grateful for all the beautiful good things that are coming to my life with this big change. I'm ready to leave this place, honestly. I'm ready. Good morning. It is currently around 8:30, almost 8:30 a.m. It's time for me to be on my way out. My friend is here. He's going to help me take this to the train station. I already did the test of carrying 1, 2, 3, 4, these 4 things together. I can do it. So yeah, I know I can handle it myself. Yeah, I'm just doing the final walk through the house. Oh, I forgot about this. I forgot about this towel. Bye towel. There you go. Forgot about it. I'm going to need to throw it away separately. Had a blessing. So everything is cleared. They took payment for cleaning from me anyway, so I don't need to feel bad about not cleaning up the house, especially for them. Just checking if I walk through the bed. And for most of the pillowcases here, because it would be a waste to throw everything out, right? So let me take this out of the room, because there wasn't a nightstand, so I used this chair. I bought so many things for this house, it just didn't make sense for me to also buy a nightstand. So wow, isn't that pretty? Anyways, I think I'll just leave this towel here. They should help me throw it out. Or should I put it inside my other? I don't want to carry this towel halfway around the country, and also have a second towel already, so I don't really need this one. So leave it for them. Yeah, I'll leave it for them. They'll help me trash it. Well, and I've had it for what, 2 years? The towel has served me well. I salute you, sir. I don't know how to do salute, so I'll just do salute. Goodbye to this beautiful apartment. This was always my favorite part of the apartment. In the morning when the sun is shining, when the sun is out, I loved this neighborhood so much because it was nice and pretty, and it was even only recently that I started going out more. And I think I did my early YouTube videos here, the ones on skincare product reviews. So I tried to get either the early morning sun or the evening sun when the sun was setting. And I'd sit here and record skincare review. How does my skin look? My skin looks pretty good, if I should say so myself. Though of course I do have some spots, dark spots, but who doesn't? Happy, grateful.
In the midnight glow where the stars align, we lose ourselves in the rhythm divine. Underneath the sky painted with dreams, we're chasing the echoes of silent screams. Caught in the spell of the cosmic night, where fantasies bloom in the pale moonlight. We'll let go of all that we know and dance in the stardust gentle flow. Dancing in the stardust, we're weightless and free in a world of wonders. Just you and me, lost in the moment. Our spirits ignite as we twirl in the magic of the cosmic light. Among constellations we'll find our way. Through the celestial symphony we'll sway. With every step